The resource allocation formula standoff that was witnessed yesterday in the Senate is because of the big fish trying to swallow the small fish in this country. It's because of the big brother laying his ethnic tribal knee on the neck of the small brother. And we are telling our big brothers, please let the small brothers breathe, because we have not been breathing ever since the framing of the infamous session paper number 10 of 1965 that allocated resources according to high potential. And in the archaic, retrogressive, unpalatable, ignominious thinking of the rulers of that time, describe high potential as production of agriculture, as production of sukuma wiki and production of cabbages. They define our pastoralists, our underground resources, our oil in Turkana, our geothermal electric power in Suswa, our livestock and our tourism as low potential. And that is why there was massive development in the regions of central Kenya and pockets of western Kenya. There was underdevelopment and massive marginalization of South Rift, of coast region of northern Kenya because of that infamous paper of 1965. Today, they want to repeat that particular infamous paper number 10 of 1965. And you know, in the Constitution 2010, we tried to correct those wrongs of 1965 by having the Equalization Fund. But again, the big brother cannot let the small brother breathe. And through the back door of the National Assembly, they came again and dived their filthy hands into the pot of the Equalization Fund. And today the Equalization Fund is allocated to pockets of central Kenya and pockets of Nairobi, because using a formula of describing and equating marginalization and poverty, they again got a share of the Equalization Fund. And there is a hell of a difference between poverty and marginalization. We are telling our big brothers, let the small brother breathe. And we are saying we are willing to sacrifice our political friends, to sacrifice our political ambitions, for that is right. We will defend what is right with the last breath in our lungs. We are saying that for a long time, we have defined our country using one parameter of population. And a country, a nation, can never be defined by population alone. Any nation is defined by boundaries, meaning the landmass and population. And we are saying from today, we will be electing our leaders, allocating our resources through the parameters that define a country, through population and through landmass. And that is why we are saying it is not wrong for you to come with a slogan of one man, one vote, 1 shilling, because that is your strength. It is population. My strength as a pastoralist is the landmass, and that is why you cannot also deny me my slogan of 1 acre, 1 kilometer, 1 vote, 1 shilling. The formula of allocating funds and resources in this country must be through 1 kilometer, 1 acre, 1 shilling, for us to correct the wrongs of the session paper of 1965, for us to correct the retrogressive thinking of equating poverty and marginalization. We must stand for what is right. And that is what is right, is that our country is defined by boundaries, meaning landmass and population.